Hey there. Hope you're having a great day and a great end of your summer. My name is Brett. I'm one of the teachers here at Dominelli School of Music, and I would love to take this opportunity to welcome you here to our little school. I'm going to be your teacher here with the studio for the next little bit. For today, because you are unable to make your lesson, I am making you a video lesson. So anytime that you can't make a lesson, pardon me, in lieu of a normal makeup lesson, what we do instead are video lessons. So this way you still get content that you can work on, you still get material that you can practice, and then you have the luxury of getting to practice it at home with the resource at your fingertips. So you can keep coming back to this and keep on trying it, or take it from a different angle, or just focus on parts of the video if you would like, instead of focusing on the whole thing. It's an interesting resource that we've tried out and have had quite a bit of success with. So hopefully you find it useful. If in the future you have any suggestions on what you would like to have in terms of content for your videos, please let me know, and then I can try to plan for those lessons in advance, and then I get the chance to build you a more tailored video. Because you have chosen to join Project Vibe, what that means is we are going to be focusing on your development as a musical artist. Now, that could mean a number of things. Because we haven't had a lesson together before, I'm going to make a few assumptions, and then hopefully you still get something out of this video, even if my assumptions were incorrect about the kind of artist you want to be. For today, what I would like to do for this video is break down a very simple exercise that I have learned along the way to learn how to songwrite, to learn sort of how to look at cracking open songwriting in a way that's manageable, or at the very least accessible. You can kind of start with it. So it's called object writing. So what you do is you start by taking a blank piece of paper, like so, and then the best way to do it is to pick something that you can see. Something that is right in front of you that you can observe, and then you give yourself a time limit with it. So we're going to be a little loosey-goosey with it here now, just because I'm doing a video, but it's going to be that way for however you choose to do it. So here is how the game works. You start by picking an object or a subject that you want to write about. It's easier to pick an object because it's concrete. It's something that you can see. It's something you can look at. It's something you can observe. Like, for example, if you look right away, I can see my coffee cup. So I could choose my coffee cup. I could focus on the fact that it's red. I could focus on the cylindrical shape of it. You pick your object and then you write about it. For today, I'm going to pick looking outside my window, because today when I was at home, I was looking outside my window and I'm realizing that summer's over because the great big tree that's outside of my balcony is turning brown. So I'm going to just sort of riff off of that. I'm going to jot some ideas down, and then I'm going to show you how we can take object writing and turn it into songwriting after the fact. So I'm going to put on my piece of paper, I'm going to say, staring out the window. Staring out of the window. So things that I observed. You could write this in full sentences if you want. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to do point form, just because I don't have as much time in the video as you would have at home trying this at home. What I would like for you to do, though, is to try to write this in complete sentences. I'm going to do point form, again, just for the sake of the instruction. So when I was staring out the window today, again, first thing I notice is the leaves on my tree are turning brown. Well, they're turning yellow, but the leaves on the ground that had fallen already, were brown. By then, they've gone from yellow to brown. What does that leave me with? Sun rising later and setting earlier. Which sort of leads me to the thought of sunny days leaving as well. We're getting into winter. which leads me just to thinking about autumn in general. Autumn, the season, the cold, the chill, we'll say, chill in the air. What else did I see when I looked out my window? Let's see. I guess the idea, I would say, just riffing on this idea. So this would be more subject writing than object writing, but I'll show you what I mean by this. Thinking about this leads me to the conclusion of summer being over. Summer being over. So that's not something that I observed in the object, but the subject, sort of from this, the theme that I'm getting from what I was writing was this idea of summer being over. So I'm going to make that my theme for this little songwriting exercise. So we'll call this, let's call it Sunny Days. Sunny Days. So now, for the sake of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a simple chord progression that I'm going to pick, and then I'm going to try to find a melody that sits in that comfortably. So you can do this on the piano, you can do this on the guitar, it doesn't really matter, I can play this on the guitar as well. I'm going to do it on the piano, so we're going to go C, then I'm going to go F, yeah, so with C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 3, 4, C. So far 2, 3, 4. That's very happy. We got to throw a minor chord in there because we're talking about summer being over. It's not like, hey, summer's here. So let's go down to A minor. 2, 3, 4. If I go down another third, we'll call that F. 2, 3, 4, G. 2, 3, 4, C. Okay, so those are going to be my 8 chords. I'm going to do 4 beats per chord. It's going to go C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C. Now, for you, for this week, what I want you to focus on is the object writing. So I would say 2 or 3 times this week, try to pick an object that you can observe and write about it. Give yourself a time limit. Let's say 2 minutes, tops, maybe, just writing about that object, and keep a little journal or like a log of the object writing that you're doing. So pick your subject or your object and then write about it for 2 minutes, set a timer, and then stop yourself. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to take some of my object writing and turn it into songwriting. So I'm going to start with this and just sort of see. First thought that comes to mind is this idea of sunny days leaving. So sunny days are what? Sunny days are the leaves were drifting. So I'm going to talk about drifting. Sunny days are drifting by. Sunny days are drifting by. That's my first line. Sunny days are drifting by. So that's my first line. Sunny days are drifting by. Those summer days full of sunshine. That'll be my first 2 lines. So we'll go, those sunny days are drifting by, those summer days are full of sunshine. So we got our A minor chord. Oh, this is where autumn would come in. So let's see what I talked about. Autumn, leaves on my trees turning brown. Autumn leaves, autumn turning brown, okay? So the autumn leaves are turning brown. Those autumn leaves fall to the ground. So there you go. Now I have a verse. Sunny days. I guess I'm writing a song called Sunny Days now. So you can see how the object writing inspired this idea of sunny days. So I'm going to show you what that ends up turning into with this songwriting assignment. So sunny days are drifting by, those summer days full of sunshine. The autumn leaves are turning brown, those autumn leaves fall to the ground. So that would be my first verse. So if I wanted to continue this, I could keep on going. And so who knows what this song would be about, but that would be my first verse. So that's to give you an idea of just how powerful this object writing can be. It gives you something that you can work with, right? It gives you something that you can kind of pick from. So I sort of pulled some themes and some ideas. Now, I know it kind of probably seems like I glossed over the writing a song part of that, but I just wanted to show you how an object writing can lead to a song. It doesn't necessarily always lead to a song, but in this particular case, it kind of did. I might finish it. We'll see. So try the object writing specifically, and hopefully in our next lesson we can talk about it and then maybe see if we can mine some ideas from there. If you don't want to do any songwriting at all, that's fine. You don't have to do any songwriting. Try the object writing just for the sake of it then, and then we can look at how those ideas and those themes come from object writing. So then when you are going to cover songs or play other people's songs, you can kind of see where these songwriters are getting these ideas from, and then hopefully it can deepen your own experience with picking your songs and picking songs that are lyrically important to you and not just musically important to you. So all that to say, welcome to Don Manelli School of Music. I'm very excited to be your teacher, and I look forward to seeing you at our next lesson.